What's going on, everybody? Travis with REC Garage, and today we're going to be marking out and flanging this door skin for the 32 3-window coupe door. Stay tuned. First off, I want to put some lights on my power hammer because I can't see very well when I'm using it. I have these sweet Eastwood lights. What is it? Let me give you the exact number of this thing. The Gladius Cobb LED work light. So it's cool. It's got those, magnetic mounts on the end that swivel and turn and do all sorts of stuff. And it's bright. It's bright. But it's battery powered. And I always forget to charge them, and either one's on or the other one's on. So I need something that is, plugged in. So I can turn on a switch and turn the light on and it's on forever. I don't have to worry about it dying, all that kind of stuff. So I got these old work lights, and I'm gonna mount them to the power hammer. And this one here is longer than the other one. It's pretty long. So this, I'll mount it here and it'll be able to reach the dies, and I think I can swivel them over and it'll reach, my big Bailey English wheel. Dual use for that one, which is pretty cool. And the other one, this guy's pretty small, but he should be able to mount, somewhere over there and come down and shine on the other side. So let me find a good spot for this guy, screw him in, and see how well it works. All right, so we got this one up. As you can see, lights up my dies. It's great, but it only lights up one side. So the other side, it has this little mount on it, and I never kind of realized what it was. I unbolted it from a plate that it was bolted to, but look at the cross section. It's railroad tie. Oh, it's a railroad, piece of railroad. I don't know what you call that. The track, piece of track that's been milled out. This side's been milled for some reason. No idea. This pin was put in it, and then the ball end goes right there. But I'm gonna weld the ball to this pin and just mount it on the, like that, on the post. There's no need for this to come off. So I'm gonna just put a couple tack welds on there, hold that on, and then we'll screw it to the post and we'll have two lights. Hopefully. That bulb's a little crappy. Changing the channel to Travis's 5-minute crafts because using a stick welder. We'll see how we do. I didn't do too great on the table, but I got it done. Just want to put a couple tacks so this ball doesn't come off. But who knows? I might end up welding the whole thing if this ends up working. I wish I was better at starting the arc with a stick, because once I start it, I'm fine. But I can't, either stick thing or it just doesn't do anything. Ugh, get it out. was only trying to tack weld it in the first place. You know, it doesn't look too bad, honestly. For a guy that doesn't stick weld. You know, I'll take it. Ew, hot. Yeah, not terrible. You know, it's stuck on there. You know, I'm not gonna come off. Well, I screwed that in. I keep forgetting to turn the camera on. I don't know what's the matter with me. What? Okay. I don't know why it's so crooked. I'm gonna change this bulb out with a different one, a newer style. All right, moment of truth. Does it work? Yeah, I could see better. That's for sure. Rad. Now let's go work on those doors. Oh, that's cool. All right, so I'm gonna take the other door off the table because I did my sweep test and it fits good. It fits very good actually, and it's definitely good enough for me to scribe it and trim to size. I still need to raise this area up a tad, but I can do that and it won't affect the edge. So let me get this where it sits nice. Let me clamp it around the edge a bunch of times so I can flip it over and scribe the edge. And then I'll put a tape around the edge, mark that, and then we'll cut. Actually, the tape will probably be the mark. Yeah, how am I gonna do this? Because it's a specific size that I want. Well, I'll figure it out. First thing I need to do for now is clamp this up so it doesn't move. So I'm gonna, just put a tiny bit of pressure here so it's tight. So when I clamp it, it's not loose, and when it flanges over, it presses over the inner nice and tight. It's not a little bit loose. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but it makes sense to me. Keeping some pressure down. I'd like to use like to use all duckbill clamps, but I don't have that many, unfortunately. So, mess up the edge, but I need it. Feels alright. Maybe tighten this one up a smidge. Okay, I think I have another duckbill I can use. It's just not the greatest. It's an older Harbor Freight one. Harbor Freight's gotten better, and this was from when there was crappy, so like the duckbills don't shut like this, they shut like this. So it's kind of off. Alright. So I might have fixed them. But look at this side, and then look at this side. How much overlap it has. They're not like even at all. Man, is this a shot of money or what? Man, this is exciting. I love when you make something and like it fits perfectly. That's what I try to do every time. Doesn't always work out, but this is one of those times where shit, it's just working out. That's it. Now I'm gonna perfectly make a 3/8. I think so. 'Cause I don't think I got much. Yeah. You can do a 3/8 flange around the whole thing. That's gonna be a shot of money. So yeah, I gotta do a perfectly spaced another line of 3/8 of an inch, and I do not have 3/8 tape. This is what, 1/2 inch, I think? 3/4. So if I could accurately split this in half, yeah, this is 3/4. I need 3/8. Shit. Ooh, you know what? Andy might have some. We'll see if he's got it. All right, don't have any 3/8 tape. That's fine. Gonna have to do it the hard way. Which is just, you know, my hand. Just make sure I do it right. So I'll deal with the corner first because it's, I don't know if it's easiest, but it's easiest, I guess. So I'll come around like this. Okay. Maybe I'll clean up these lines because this is a straight edge. No, it isn't. It does not seem like a straight edge. Should be a straight edge. It changes above this. I don't know if you can see it. So do I want to do this? Is this? Oh yeah, that's a straight line. Yeah, that did nothing. That's fine. Okay. And this one, I'll follow this. Because this is the line I want to follow. Okay. So I'm just marking 3/8 of an inch. 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 3. That is my cut line. I'll do the same thing up here and then down at the bottom. I don't know why I didn't do the top first, but I didn't. That one was easy. This one's not gonna be so easy. No, it's not straight at all. I'm gonna look up and see if I can find an easy way to transfer this line over without, because I don't have tape. So, yeah. Let me look into that. All right, so what I did, I just took my caliper, set it to 3/8 of an inch, put this back on, put the skin back on, made sure my scribe line still lined up with the body, with the inner actually, and then just took along the edge, made a scribe line all the way across. I didn't need to do this side because this side's straight. I had to do down here and across the bottom. So now, I'm just gonna make sure it's nice. It's a nice line, nice and even. And then, we'll trim it out, and I'll probably set up my tipping dies on the bead roller because I don't have the right flanging tool for the Pullmax. And the flanging tool on the Pullmax, it kind of beat up the edge on the other skin, and I had to took a while to smooth it out. So I think the bead roll is going to be better for this one since it's so big. This side, I think we can honestly just take it to the brake, bend it, and then shrink and stretch to get shrink it back up to get the contour we need for this part of the door. Then tip the rest of this It's a small 3/8 flange, so it shouldn't really take that much, and it shouldn't need a ton of shrinking. So let's take this off, trim the panel, bring it over the bead roller, and start tipping. Alright, so that was the easy flange. Just a straight one. Now I need to bring the shrinker, shrink it up, get the shape back into that panel, and then I can set up the bead roller. That's all she wrote. That's all it takes. That's it. Even this place out. You know, this was a real low. Now it ain't. Now everything sits nice. Look at that. A little bit of space on there, but that's nothing. I'm not going to chase this and chase this. I'll be chasing it for hours. You can always make something better, and there is a point. No matter how crazy you go, you just have to say, "This is good enough." So you can chase it and make it worse, and I do not want that to happen. Because I'm happy with it. I'll do another check, see if there is any spots that I really should braze up, and take care of those. But then the rest of this is ready to flange. I didn't want to flange it when I knew I had to raise that area. I knew this spot was good, so I didn't have to touch that. So yeah, I'm gonna do one more once over, and then we'll head to the bead roller. Finally, I kept saying it all day, but we're gonna head there. Trust me. All right, so I started tipping this flange. And it's coming out good. So I'm going to continue. It's just tough doing it alone. It's the only thing that sucks about this. looking good from the outside. As long as I just keep slowly increasing the angle as I go around. I'm going to need to shrink this corner up. It's gonna start getting wavy on me. Hasn't yet, so I'm gonna keep rolling with it. Right. Yep, I can fix anything, any edge with a hammer and dolly if I need to, if anything gets a little tweaked. But everything's looking nice. I'm gonna put it on the, what do you call it? I'm gonna put it on the inner, see what it looks like. Flange is where I want it. See how this isn't bending over as much as it should? It's just because it's on that curve. It doesn't want to bend over. But the rest of it seems looking like it's hitting right on the edge there. That's great. And this is already done. So I'll keep on going. Small passes, small passes, small passes. But it takes a toll on your arms hanging them out like that. I'll take a couple breaks in between, but it's coming along. I'll come back when it's all set. All right. So, skin's on here. Looks great. I brought my painter friend over, Andy, and he let him check it out. You know, it was a couple highs and lows, but he said like skim coat kind of highs and lows. Don't even worry about it. So, what I'm going to do now, I think is no, I'm not going to mess with the gaps. I'm going to Dicom this original, put this back on, clamp it down, get some, I think, no, I'm not going to Cleco it. I'll clamp it down, and then I'll scribe, witness mark it, cut the original skin for the last time, and then tack weld this bad Larry, and we should have a door skin, and then we can be ready for primer. I've been saying I'm priming these things for like oh, we're not ready for primer. There's still a couple flanges I gotta deal with. I told you a million times. Every time I look at them, every time I think I'm done, I look at the door and I'm like, ooh, that flange, I gotta do it. We'll get there. That one. You guys know which one. The one way up in there. It's got a bunch of holes in it. So yeah, I'll get this thing ready to weld to the original. So it'll be one skin. It'll be the same as this door. So this one has the skin all welded, fully finished out. It's got the gaps along the hinges, which I think I gotta mess with this one, or either that or the door skin has shifted. I gotta look into it because I had it nice all clamped to the inner and there was perfect gaps around everything, and I hang it on the door and it's not. So I tend to think that something happened. So I'll deal with that when the time comes, which is pretty soon. And then I can prime everything, hem it, and this flange I'm dealing with later. I think I told you guys. It's almost impossible to hem that over without losing the detail, so that's going to get edge welded along with this over here. And same with this here. That's going to get edge welded. And this, I'm probably gonna make a flange for right here up to there, and then that's gonna be edge welded over here because the flange ends here, and here is a lot of straight section, so I'm probably just gonna, you know, make that flange. But it's getting there. These doors are a lot of work, but I'm really happy I'm doing it. It's just worth it. So let's get Dicoming and clamping and scribing. got a clamp down. Skin is nice and tight. I love it. I love it. Now, I'm going to scribe it, and put witness marks, but I think I'm going to do that on the other side of the table so I can go inside the window opening. This way. There we go. Okay. So I get nice and close to where I want to mark this. This is Clecoed. Nice, and everything's sitting in the crack. This is all down where it needs to be. Happy. Fantastic. I love it. Okay. One scribe. I should get another. I want to get another clamp just to clamp down this corner because it's up a little, and if I can kind of, I don't want to mess up the scribe. It's important. Oh, caught my back. Okay, one scribe, I can see it clearly, not too worried. Oops. 3 witness marks. Hopefully it'll help me out. Yeah. It's time to cut it out. And hopefully I don't mess it up. I won't mess it up. Take my time. Nice and easy. Oh my god, I love this store skin. I thought I was gonna mess it up. Not mess it up, but I thought I would have had to make at least like 3 of these before I got one that fit the way I wanted it to correctly. And first try Fridays over here. So I'm happy. Come on. Both gloves on now. Put it aside. This is why no flanges on the table is nice. Glad I did that. 'Cause now it's like, I'm just on the other side of the table. Probably would be a good time to do that flange, but not gonna do it. I'm gonna cut this out first because that's what we're here to do. That's what the video's about. Take care of that. to make a habit of putting the inner door skin down on its edge. So I feel like it's a heavy door, and all the pressure from the door is going to bend the flange the way I don't want it to. So I've been like hanging it, just trying not to put pressure on the flange. I figured I'd tell you guys something I was doing. If you're doing it and then you messed it up somehow, that might have been how you messed it up. All right, so I'm starting to get this tacked up, and of course, 4 o'clock hits and I gotta leave. Kelly actually has a photo shoot, so I need to get home, but this is going great. Haven't used any filler so far. All my witness marks are lining up bang on. Like, can you see that? There it is. That one, bang on. This guy, bang on. And this one's lining up nice. So, everything's going good here. Back on it tomorrow. Sorry, guys. It seems like I don't get much done, but it just takes a while. Just takes a while. Quality takes time. All right, guys. Catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.